Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with another quick and easy quilt block. We are going to be making a rectangular block tonight. So here's what we're going to do. For one block, you need a piece of your main color, 3 inches wide by 4.5 inches tall. Then you need two little squares, 2-inch squares. You want one matching your main color and the other one whatever accent color you want. I'm going with brown and black. Pretty cool, huh? We are going to start by making 2 half-square triangles, and we will be using both of them in this block. So I'm just going to put my little 2-inch squares together. I'm going to draw a diagonal line. Now I'm going to the machine and I'm going to sew 1/4 inch on both sides of that line. Just want to show you that I just sewed on each side of that line. Now I'm cutting on that line, and now I will go press these open. What we're aiming for is a block that's going to look like this, like an arrow. It almost looks like a little house like we did with a square before, but now we're doing it with a rectangle. So I need to go sew these 2 pieces together right there. So this is what I have now. I'll show it to you this way. Now this piece is just a little bit wider, and I rather have it be a little bit wider than not wide enough. So it gives you some, wiggle room. Just going to lay this here and sew, and then I could just trim just a tiny bit off the sides as needed. Going to sew right there. So this is what I have, and I am going to just take a tiny bit off this edge. And that wasn't even really worth taking off, and a tiny bit off here. Now the way this turned out for me is the roof doesn't fit exactly on the little house. You can see that there's black showing. I'm fine with that. There's no law saying that that's not perfect. So to me it's perfect. This block is 5.5 by 3-ish, which is perfect. Because if you put 2 together and sew them together after the seam allowance, you're going to end up with approximately a 5.5-inch square. And you can trim it if needed. And if you trim, you want to trim on this end, not the end with the little pointy of the roof. You leave that end alone. So if you need to make it shorter, you want to trim on the bottom. Other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. So if I had 2 of these, I could have them both facing this way, or I could turn one upside down. The other thing I could do is have like 1 this way, 2 going this way, and then another one going this way. There's just so many different ways that you can arrange it. So let me get this on the quilt board. Do subscribe so you don't miss any future quilt block videos. I'd love to have you on board, and I will be back with more soon. Bye!